Hello again. Nothing could more clearly demonstrate how dreadfully the police have changed in recent years than their behaviour yesterday when they decided to break up a peaceful vigil in commemoration of Sarah Everard, who, of course, was murdered less than a fortnight ago. Last night they were exceedingly vigorous and robust. One might be tempted to say gung ho about charging in and handcuffing some of the women and girls gathering on Clapham Common. Of course, this was an easy target. A bunch of peaceful women who were just standing there praying or thinking about the victims of violence. This was going to be a doddle, I expect the police officers thought. These are the sort of folk we can push around without running any risk to ourselves. Awful, cowardly behaviour. And how different, how very different from the way that they dealt with the Black Lives Matter disorders in London last summer. But of course, there they were dealing with the kind of people that might get angry at fight back. The risk was a bit too great of trying to break up the equally illegal gatherings on those occasions. Did anybody notice the police rushing to handcuff anybody last summer like that because they were breaching the regulations relating to COVID-19? Of course not. What did they actually do? They knelt down humbly in front of the protesters. In the description to this video, I give a link to a newspaper article including a photograph of police officers kneeling in front of an illegal crowd. Bit different from the picture in the thumbnail to this video. But there, of course, in one case they were dealing with vigorous young males. By and large, last night they were dealing with women. Much easier. This is really awful because it suggests to me that the police would rather bully peaceful women in the dark than actually try to deal with people defacing statues and desecrated war memorials in broad daylight. It suggests to me that they are cowardly bullies who pick on women. I'm pretty sure that 20 or 30 years ago this would not have happened. I suspect that in the 1980s or 1990s, a crowd of rioters would have been dispersed briskly by the police in London and they wouldn't have been kneeling before them. I don't think either they would have been taking such aggressive action against a crowd of women on Clapham Common who had met quietly to remember the victim of the murder. How times have changed.